Hey guys, it's Erica here from Big Cat Creative, and today I'm going to walk you through how to get started with Pinterest for your business in 2022. In particular, the very first step, which should be the setup and optimization of your Pinterest business profile. People are surprised when we tell them that most of our clients come through Pinterest. Just in 2021, we sold over 30% of our Squarespace templates through Pinterest. So Pinterest has been such a large factor in our success that we really want to show you how Pinterest marketing works and how to create a Pinterest strategy for your business. So this video is just going to cover some basics and will help you set up and optimize your Pinterest profile so you can grow your business and hopefully get more sales. Okay, so first let's figure out what is Pinterest and how does it work. So first of all, Pinterest is a search and discovery and shopping platform. It's not technically social media. So there are 3 ways for Pinterest users, also called pinners, to find content. So number 1 is searching. So Pinterest is a visual search engine. If you think of it as a search engine, the whole platform starts to make a lot more sense. You can type in your search items in the search bar and then the results appear just like Google. Only Pinterest shows its search results in vertical images or videos called pins. Number 2 is discovering. So based on your history, Pinterest will customize your home feed with inspiring content that it thinks you'll like. The third way Pinterest is used is shopping. So brands with products can add a shop tab to their profile, and on mobile there's like a shopping spotlight in the search tab, which is based on your user history as well. So this is my Pinterest home feed, and if I see things that I like, I can repin them. So repinning essentially means saving. There's a save button here. It used to be called repinning, but I'm going to click save on this website design. I think it's super cute. And it actually already suggested a board that it wanted me to save it to, which is Wonderful Web Design. So that actually works really well. But I can also click down and I can choose one of my own boards. I have a variety of private and public boards. You can see the little locks next to the ones that are private. So basically what I'm doing is I'm just saving them to my account so I can refer to them later. So if I head on over to my account, I'll show you the boards that I was just talking about. If I clicked saved, which is where I just saved that pin to, you can see all of my different boards here. So Squarespace, business tips, social media tips. And then I can also just click on all pins and you'll just see everything all together from what I've saved. So you'll see that one that I just saved right now. So essentially most of the time on Pinterest, what you're doing is saving other people's pins, but you can create pins yourself, and that is called pinning. So repinning is like saving other people's pins that they have pinned. I know it's pretty convoluted, it gets pretty confusing, but basically you can upload your own images or you can save other people's images. So to upload your own, you would just click plus, pin, and you can upload one directly, or you can have the little browser extension hooked up to your Google, and you can often just pin images directly from people's websites. So either you're adding your own stuff or you're pinning other people's stuff. So like I said, you can either save them, but you can also do different things depending on the pin. If it's an ad, if you click on it, it will go directly to the original site that it's being promoted. If it's a product, if you click on it, you'll see the product details. Or if it's just a regular image, you can click into it and you can actually engage. So I could add a comment. So there's a variety of things that you can do depending on the type of pin it is. But that's pretty much it. It's a pretty simple platform, and really it's just a lot of repinning images and clicking through to the products or original posts or original websites if you're interested in doing that. That's basically the gist of Pinterest, but how does it work for business? Since we've established that Pinterest works as a visual search engine, just like wanting to be at the top of Google, you should want to be popular on Pinterest too. Now, let me give you some exciting fun facts. 97% of top Pinterest searches are unbranded, meaning that rather than searching for specific brand names, users are coming to Pinterest to look for inspiration, such as like wedding photo inspiration or girls' weekend ideas and website design, for example. Plus, 80% of weekly pinners have discovered a new brand or product on Pinterest. So even as a small business, you've got just as much of a chance of being found on Pinterest as bigger brands do. which really isn't the case in a lot of other platforms, so that's why Pinterest is very exciting. To help you get started on Pinterest, we created some simple strategies depending on your type of business. This is also written down in our full blog post, which I will link down below if you want to save and refer to these strategies later on. If you're a blogger or influencer, you'll want to focus on creating pins to be paid through Pinterest Creator Fund, creator rewards, or brand partnerships. Creating pins to drive traffic to a blog for advertising revenue and affiliate income, an email sign-up page, or an affiliate via product tagging. If you're a service provider, you'll want to focus on creating pins to drive traffic to either a sales page or blog post with a clear call to action, or an email sign-up page. If you're an offline in-person business, you'll want to create pins to grow brand awareness and encourage people to take action offline. If you're a digital or physical product-based business, you'll want to create pins to drive traffic to a product page or blog post with a clear call to action, or an email sign-up page. As static, video, and product pins all have URLs, these type of pins can take users from Pinterest to your website. Then it's up to you to convert them into customers by signing up to an email list or booking a discovery call or buying a product. In a nutshell, it's a really easy platform to use to drive website traffic, but you need to focus on a few key factors to really boost your Pinterest performance. Number 1 is setting up your Pinterest business account. Small business owners can sometimes be reluctant to switch from a personal to business account on social media platforms. And this is based on rumors that having a business account can actually reduce your reach. However, we haven't seen any evidence of that on Pinterest. In fact, creating or switching to a business account will give you access to analytics as well as the ability to create idea pins, products, and ads. Okay, so to get started with a Pinterest business account, it's really simple. You can either just start a new business account or you can convert your existing account to a business account, which I would recommend doing if you already have a decent following and a decent reach on Pinterest. And of course, if your existing Pinterest account aligns with what you would pin in your business. So I will link this article down below, which walks you through the steps, but essentially it's just like signing up for anything. It's very quick and easy. So once you've either started your new business account or converted your personal account into a business account, you'll want to claim your website. So I'll link this article down below as well, because the instructions are different depending on which sort of website domain you're using. And Pinterest actually breaks all of these down in this article. And it's actually really not that hard. It sounds a little bit scary because there's words like HTML and all this other techie stuff, but it's really not that bad, and they should have a tutorial on how to do it for your specific site. If you are using Squarespace, which we love and always recommend, it's actually so easy. All you have to do is like click connect account in Squarespace, and it doesn't involve too much techie stuff, which we love. So check out that article below and make sure to claim your website. Now, the last thing you'll want to do if you do think that maybe in the future you might want to run Pinterest ads is that you'll want to install the Pinterest tag to your website. Now, even if you're not planning on running ads now, I do recommend doing this because all it's doing is just going to collect data from your website and feed it into Pinterest. So if one day you do start to create ads in Pinterest, you're going to have all of that historical data, which is going to be really helpful for your ads. Again, I'm going to link this article below because it has a breakdown of all of these different platforms and how to add the tag to your platform. It's one of those things, again, that seems a little bit scary. You might need to copy a little bit of code, but it actually is really simple, and Pinterest generally has really helpful, easy to follow articles on how to set these things up. So those are the 3 things that you'll want to do if you're getting started on a Pinterest business account. So number 1, creating that business account or converting your existing personal account to a business account. Number 2 is claiming your website, and number 3 is installing that Pinterest tag on your website. There's no point in me getting into instructions for those last 2 because it's different depending on where your website is, so check out both of those articles that I've linked below. Now, this will literally only take you about half an hour max. Like, it's very simple stuff, so really easy and quick to get started. Number 2 is your keyword research or search engine optimization for Pinterest. Now that we've set up your business profile, before starting to optimize your profile, you'll need to complete keyword research with your defined target audience in mind. A lot of the following information is based on your ideal customer, so get this clear in your head before you start. We've talked about how Pinterest is a search engine. So as the business owner, you're trying to figure out what your target audience is searching for related to what you're selling. The words or phrases that you add to your Pinterest profile and your pins are called keywords. And the more relevant words that you use, the more chance of showing up when someone uses those words to search. Okay, so let's dive into some methods for researching Pinterest keywords. The first one is to use the search bar that is on your home feed. If it's not there, you will see like a little search icon somewhere up here, so just click it and the search bar will show up. So you probably already have some ideas for search terms that your target audience uses when looking for the solution that you offer. What I recommend is trying to type in these different terms into the search bar just to see what results appear. So in Big Cat Creative, we sell Squarespace templates. And so our audience is looking for things like website templates, website solutions, how to DIY your website. So I'm going to look for website templates and I'm going to search. Just make sure up here that it's set to all pins. So this is an example of something that my potential audience might type into Pinterest if they're looking for website templates or website inspiration to get started. So what I'm going to do for research is have a look at the highest pins. So these ones that come up at the top are generally the highest ranking, the ones that are doing the best and that Pinterest thinks that we're going to like the most. And I'm just going to have a look at them. I'm doing some research. I'm looking at the images, seeing what's popular, and then for the keywords, of course, I'm looking into the pins and seeing what words they've used. And that's going to give me an idea of keywords that are popular. So obviously we're going to see a lot of website template because that's what I searched. So we're looking at the pin title, the pin description, and having a quick look to see if there's any other search terms that we might want to use in our pins that are going to get our pins to the top of this list as well. Then you'll also see these little rainbow ones up here, and this just means that website templates is a popular search term and it's going to give us suggestions for related terms. So this is really helpful as well. I'm seeing Wix, design, Squarespace, free, show it. So for us in particular, our templates are Squarespace templates, so I'd want to have a look and explore this further. But you can see even things like construction or e-commerce. So these might actually be really helpful to know if you have a shop template. You'd probably want to use the keywords e-commerce website templates. So just keep an eye on that stuff. Write down the words that keep showing up that would actually relate to your pins, because Pinterest is basically telling you in this instance, this is what people are searching. So that's very helpful information and potentially something that you'd want to add to your pin keywords. Okay, the second tool we're going to look at for keywords is this thing called Pinterest Trends. So it actually only works in the US, UK, and Canada, but if you're selling internationally or to any of these places, this is quite useful, and they obviously are really big markets. So I would say this will apply to quite a lot of you. So basically you can type in terms similar to what we were just doing. Okay, so when I type in website templates, it's not giving me that term. So that is one issue with the Pinterest Trends tool, is that it doesn't have every single term. It just kind of has popular terms. So if I click on website design, which is also related, it's going to give me the breakdown of searches over time. Now, this is kind of like over my head a little bit. So this information is a little bit more complicated. Basically, it's telling you how many searches over time. So I suppose if you're just trying to brainstorm keywords and generalize things, the only way this tool would be really helpful is if it shows you that a term isn't even worth using because nobody is searching for it. Or on the other hand, the opposite. So if you find that one of the terms that you search for is being searched for by Pinterest users a lot more than you thought it was, maybe that's something that you'll include more. So we're looking for overall trends here and how you can incorporate those keywords into your pins. So I would maybe just search your main keywords that you're thinking about using. If you can't find them, that doesn't mean they're not searched. It just means that Pinterest hasn't added them to the trends. But if you can find them, maybe you can assess, okay, these are really popular search terms versus these aren't so popular, so maybe I won't use this one so much and I'll focus on the ones that are being searched more. One more cool tool that Pinterest has is this thing called Pinterest Predicts. This is a little bit more sort of out there. It's not as concrete as doing specific keyword research like we were just doing, but it's pretty cool to look at. So essentially this is just Pinterest's predictions for the year coming. And they do claim that 8 out of 10 of their predictions in 2021 all came true. So if you are looking to get on trends before they arrive, which is always a good way to gain traction, check out Pinterest Predicts because, 80% of these things might come true this year. So you can have a look at the audiences or the categories and have a look at what they think is going to be really popular and gain a lot of traction, get a lot of searches. So none of these may relate to your business at all. In that case, don't worry about it too much. I think it's worth a look because it'll give you an idea of what people are enjoying looking at and what people are searching. But I suppose you really only want to look at the ones that remotely relate to your business. Things that are very niche specific and not related to your niche at all shouldn't make too much of a difference to your pins. So don't get too invested in this. Just check out the things that you think may have some sort of relation to your niche and feel free to apply those things to your future pins. Number 3, your Pinterest profile optimization. So now that you've completed your keyword research, we're going to make some adjustments to your actual profile. Okay, let's jump in and make some simple profile changes. So you'll want to go to your profile, click this little down arrow and click on your settings. So of course you want to beef up your profile, like doing the basics, like adding a photo and name, but I'm going to go through and do profile optimization. So I'm going to assume that you've put all of your basic settings in, and now we're going to optimize it even further. So my first thing would be your name. So of course our business name is Big Cat Creative, but what you can also do is you can add extra keywords to your business name, which is really important. This is going to make it really easy for people to see exactly what the account is about. So we have Big Cat Creative Squarespace website template kits because both of the keywords, website templates and Squarespace website templates are popular with our target audience, and it's exactly what we sell. So we're just telling people exactly what we do while increasing our search. So you can see when I type in Squarespace website templates, you'll see the other businesses that have done this. Now, if I just had Big Cat Creative in there, my profile probably wouldn't show up here, but you can see, and everyone else has done it too, is they've added the Squarespace website templates to their name, so it makes it really searchable. This also makes you more searchable on Google as well, so if people are looking up Squarespace website templates, they might come across our Pinterest profile too. So next thing is the About section. You just want to make sure you have a quick overview of who you are, who you help, how you can help, and a call to action. So we've kept that really, really simple on our Pinterest. Basically, we're saying we're Big Cat Creative. We design Squarespace website templates so you can easily build and launch your website, shop them here. So very simple. So Pinterest says you can have up to 500 characters in your About section, but less is more here because one, people probably won't read the whole thing, to be honest, if it's really long. So just keeping it short is always good. But if you have over 150 characters, your visitor will have to click a drop down arrow to read the whole thing. So it will get truncated after 150 characters. So best to just keep it nice and short and try to aim for under that 150 characters. Otherwise, your vital information will be behind a drop down arrow, which will likely not be clicked. So just add your keywords here as well where they make sense. Obviously, we've got Squarespace website templates again, which is our main offering. So for your profile photo, you just want to make sure that you have a good image there. You either want it to be like a professional headshot. Photos are always good because people love to buy from people, especially if you're just working for yourself and it's just you. You don't have a big team. You might as well just show your face. It's going to build that trust factor. But if you do have a team, make sure you have a nice professional logo there. So something recognizable for your brand. Just make sure you save this and we'll have a look at the cover photo now, which you can see on your main profile. So I just have a simple photo here, but you can change it by clicking this little edit icon. You can either add a high quality image. It's a 16:9 aspect ratio. So I just have an image of me and our product, which is really simple. We could definitely improve on this, but it's better than nothing. So you can also add a video, which would be really, really cool. It gives you an opportunity to tell your brand story or display different features of the product you're selling, but obviously that requires a little more work. That's why we just have a simple image. Or you can add highlights from your profile. So I think if you remove your existing cover, it'll give you the option to add highlights from your profile, and you can create up to 6 highlights on your profile. So I wouldn't really recommend that option unless you don't have an image or a video. But if you do have some really good pins to share, then that is a cool option, but your pins are also right here below, so I'd probably recommend an image. That is it for profile optimization. Really simple, just updating that info in your settings and making sure you have some nice images on the front. You can see here as well how the about information displays and how you need to click more after 150 characters. So I might actually update this to be a little bit shorter. Okay, I think that's it. Let's quickly recap. Pinterest is a search and discovery and shopping platform that can drive traffic to your website. A business account. Get a business account because this will give you access to analytics and other important features that you're going to need if you're running a business. Keywords are important if you want your profile and pins to be found on Pinterest, which is kind of the point. Always think about your target market and what they would be looking for. Use the Pinterest tools to find relevant keywords. Optimize your profile by updating your name, bio, and cover photo. Okay, we're actually done now. I hope you got through it all. I know that was a really long one, but by using these simple strategies, you'll definitely start to see your Pinterest grow, which means more website traffic, more sales, more all of the good stuff. If you like this video about Pinterest and want to learn more about Pinterest for business, let me know in the comments and give this video a like, and that will let me know to make more of these. So good luck and happy pinning!